Well, I wouldn't say that. The reason that they got Carney is because Carney is like the antidote to Trump. Because Carney can say, hey, bud, you don't actually know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm a central banker. I've worked in the private industry for a very long time. I'm not like massively in debt or under criminal investigation. Like I am a like highly respected business person. People will it changes the way that the dynamic is between them. Trudeau didn't have any type of hand over Trump. Trump just bullied him around, but that won't work with Carney, and that's why they got him. But yeah, it's going to be either the liberals win a minority or the conservatives win a minority, and the other parties, the liberals, the bloc, the NDP, and the Greens, form a coalition, and Carney remains prime minister because of the conservatives not being able to form government. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be even more razor close than it was last time. The liberals are going to hold on either by getting a minority or keeping the conservatives to a minority themselves, which would then make it so that the conservatives would not be able to form government because all of the other parties would not vote confidence for them to form governments. I think Carney is going to remain prime minister one way or another. That's what I think is going to happen. If you look at the polls, it's neck and neck, but there's going to be a huge like boost once Carney starts interacting with Trump and once like they start. No, I don't think Poilievre is going to be prime minister. I don't think that Poilievre is going to have a chance of being prime minister. And that's what I think. That's what goes back to the thing about Doug Ford, because I feel like if Poilievre drops the ball and doesn't end up winning the next election, he's going to get booted, and then they're going to revamp as progressive conservatives. I don't think there's a single chance for that. He's unlikable by important people. And I think that now more than ever, there's going to be more and more people that are going to vote further right, like the People's Party. So it's going to split the vote. And Carney's going to get by on a minority, or he's going to hold the conservatives to a minority, which will then make them not be able to form government. You have to have a majority of seats. That's the way that it works. So if the conservatives only win a minority, like if they win the most seats, but they only win a minority, then all of the other parties can form a coalition. And because like once you get into the House of Commons, you have to be voted in confidence, and to be voted in confidence you have to have enough of the votes, and you can't have enough of the votes without a majority. So like the way that the liberals are operating right now is they had a quasi coalition with the NDP, which made it so that they didn't have, like, they could continuously pass votes of confidence. So they didn't need to like worry about forming government. But the conservatives, if they get a minority, they don't have any political allies. Like they don't have anybody that's going to work with them to let them form government. For them to form government, they have to win a majority, and I don't think that's possible under this new leadership with Mark Carney. He doesn't have a seat to lose. It would be funny if he ran and I'm like, oh my God, that would be insane. That would be insane. That could happen. If he ran and lost, but was still leader of the party, and the even if you know what, they wouldn't even need to necessarily form, like they could form a coalition, even if the conservatives, oh my God, people would absolutely riot if that happened. I've been saying that for a while. Like the conservatives need to get a majority because otherwise every other party will form a coalition. That's the problem. The Bloc literally can't lead Canada. There is the leader of the Bloc Québécois is able to be the prime minister. It is like a thing. The premier of Quebec is in Quebec considered to be the prime minister of Quebec. That's the way that it works. Who is the head of the National Assembly? Yves Blanchet couldn't be prime minister. He could still be a very powerful figure in the political, like the political makeup, and the Bloc Québécois very much could hold the balance of power after the next election. That's very much a likely scenario. Yeah. The NDP just simply has not enough popular support to ever become a majority, they're either an opposition party or they are like a piece of a coalition. Jagmeet Singh is not a good leader in any way. He is like a like basically controlled opposition essentially for the liberals. And under his leadership, the NDP is just like a cutaway party of the liberals.